I don't know.
Great power.
For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.
What's up, Wikimaniacs? It's me, Josh, back from our week off in Greece. I have a tan, a plan, and I'm joined with Sienna.
Wow.
No, yeah,
Killed it.
right.
Yeah. Are we actually pretending like we're back now?
No,
because then
no.
we won't have any story. Yeah.
Yeah. Full disclosure, we haven't actually gone on our trip. It is
Soon.
early September, and we are pre-recording episodes before we leave.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think our trip's going to go?
Really well after you get your passport, hopefully. We leave in
True.
like 6 days and no passport yet.
I would like to clarify, this is not my
No, it's
fault.
not.
It is the Canadian government and their fucking stupidity.
Yeah.
Holy, it has been
Anyways,
months.
It's going to be amazing. We're going to relax, not try to plan too much, go with the flow, enjoy some beaches, some food, some of the archaeology.
Should be a good time.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Now, this is a rare occurrence because John and Sean are both preoccupied today. So it's just Sienna and I, and you're slowly making your way to becoming a full-time host.
Thank you.
Who do you think you'll overpass?
Isn't it Sean that's like always not here? I don't know.
It is Sean. That's always not here. He'll never listen to this, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's fair.
So they'll be off. I guess technically this is the Friday episode, so
Okay.
I still have to record one Monday, one with Sean, which I'm doing tomorrow, I think. So we're a little out of order, but
Yeah.
I'm celebrating vacation a little
He didn't
early.
tell me he was going to wear that shirt. I have the matching one, and I could have wore that, but
That's true.
it's too late.
I wanted to be unique, original. All right. So on today's episode, we have a wife who wants to kick her daughter out of the house. A husband takes the initiative to start a house project. A listener refuses to send her father pics of his grandchildren. And a boyfriend buys his girlfriend a cheap gift. After that, we move into the Patreon exclusive portion of the episode, which you now have access to. Have you listened to any?
No. I
Why
am
not?
a patron because I always just listen on Spotify and have to go on to.
Oh, I see.
I know I get the emails, but I never check my emails anyway. So unless it's my work email.
That's fair. So if you are a patron, you can listen to the episode. You're not forced to.
Don't be like me.
Yeah, you're not forced to. But for the Patreon exclusive portion of the episode, we have a dog that is very rude, and we have a new mom who doesn't want her parents to stay at her house. So if you want to hear those last two stories and get ad-free episodes, Sienna,
Yeah.
you can head on over to patreon.com/cultivate podcast network and sign up today. You don't even have to sign up if you just go there.
That's true.
I think they
Yeah.
give you an RSS link, and you can just put that into.
What's an RSS link?
It's like it's a podcast feed. You can plug that into your. I don't know if you can plug it into Spotify, but other like Pocket Cast or anything like that, and then you get the feed right to your Pocket Cast app.
Interesting.
Yeah. So fun fact for any of the patrons listening.
There you go. Yeah. Some information.
Yeah. You can also leave comments on our patron like posts of the episode.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
It's
Yeah.
right in there. So a lot of people do that.
Yeah. It's fun.
So yeah, head on over to patreon.com/cultivate podcast network, and you can get all that fun stuff. On top of that, if you're a returning listener, please consider considering giving us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or you can share the podcast with a friend. And today's episode, we are doing a couple of the stories from our subreddit, r/Reddit on Wiki.
Very nice.
So if you would like your submit stories, either yours or cross post from another subreddit like Am I the Asshole, you can do that in our new subreddit, r/Reddit on Wiki. So not only will you potentially get advice on the show, you could also get advice from Wikimaniacs like yourself. If you still want to send your stories via email for privacy reasons, you can always do so at redditonwikipod@gmail.com. Everything in the links down below.
Nice. I also felt like it's probably not going to be relevant when this comes out, but the Chris Pine thing, when you were just going and I was just sitting staring like when Harry was talking
Or when I spin your lap or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's relevant now.
Yeah.
In 3 weeks, I don't know
will
if it
not
will be.
Yeah.
Like the true off my chest, the one that I see on TikTok all the time with the guy who has sex to the weird music.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it.
That's a
We
fun
missed
one.
that. And I'm so disappointed in John and Sean for
Yeah.
not finding that one first.
That's a good one.
Because that's not my job. That's the true off my chest. That's a Monday episode.
True.
God damn it. I'm going to have to talk to them when they get back. Is there anything you want to shout out, talk about before we get on to the podcast?
I don't think so.
She-Hulk twerking, is that still relevant 3 weeks from now?
I hope not. Because it's just part of
Because that
the
was
show.
so stupid.
Yeah.
It wasn't even part of the episode.
Yeah. Wait.
It was literally.
It sounds like you're saying that them twerking is stupid.
Oh, no. Sorry. The reaction to them twerking it has been stupid because it was a 10-second clip of
At
them
the
twerking
post-credit,
in the
yeah.
post-credit scene.
And if guys were like dancing, no one would bat an eye.
Star-Lord literally did to end
Yeah.
one of the first movie.
Yeah.
And no one said shit.
No, it's true.
It's because it's a strong female lead.
Although her CGI is not good.
Oh,
I
it's
have to say,
bad.
yeah,
I will admit that.
But yeah, no.
The episodes
I
are
get what
fun,
you're
though.
saying. Yeah.
They're
Not too
fun.
bad. Not my favorite show, but not my least favorite.
Yeah, I think that's been a few of the last
Yeah.
few shows. But anyway, with all that, you want to hop into an episode?
Absolutely. Let's hear it.
All right. So this one comes from our subreddit. Speaking of Reddit on Wiki, Reddit's, god damn it, r/Reddit on Wiki. It's submitted by user IDFK. I guess I'm Kylie. So shout out, I guess I'm Kylie. And it's titled, "Am I the asshole for telling my wife our daughter is more important than she is?"
Do I have to say yes or no right now?
You can do whatever you want.
I need more information.
Okay. I would say yeah. I think if that's what you said, that's kind of
Yeah.
an asshole-ish move.
Yeah.
I think hierarchy, your wife should be,
I just don't think you should rate them, rank them.
I guess.
Like,
But
you shouldn't at least tell them. Like,
no,
yeah.
shouldn't say it out loud.
Yeah.
But in your heart, well, this actually brings it back to the abortion discussion.
Oh yeah, no. At that point,
should the man choose the child or the wife?
no. But I could, my mom would 100% be like, my kids. Oh, and she and my dad have an amazing relationship.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They're in love and stuff, but she loves us so much.
fair.
I can see her choosing us over her for sure.
So you can see
Things
that.
like that.
Oh, okay.
But no, you don't rank it. I don't know. I just think it's different. It's
You have a-
romantic love versus familial
unconditional love.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I like the idea of that you have a ranking system on the fridge every week.
No.
Changes based on
Yeah.
how much you love them. Oh, that's good. It'd be me and Ringo. It'd be Ringo and then me.
Yeah.
That'd be the ranking.
100%.
All right, so let's hop into the story and get some more context for you. So, our daughter is turning 18 in October. She's a great kid, always pulled straight A's, never in any type of trouble, and is very respectful. My wife recently decided to have a talk with her about adult responsibilities. I had no knowledge of this conversation until my daughter came to me crying because she was scared about living on her own. I feel that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm confused still. Okay.
He was also confused. I was confused at first, but then she told me that her mother said she needed to start looking for a job because she'd be expecting to get her own place after her birthday. I was appalled because we never discussed throwing her out at 18. When I confronted my wife, she said our daughter wasn't a child anymore and needed our push to become an adult. I told her I was really baffled that she would exclude me from such a serious decision/conversation. Which already, if she's cutting you out of that, that's not
that's
great.
not okay for sure.
I asked my wife how she expected our kid to make it alone on minimum wage, especially considering rent in our area is out of control.
Mm-hmm.
She then informs me that she had plans for us to pay for half the rent until she was 20. I asked why she wanted our kid gone so badly. As the argument intensified, I believe she slipped up by saying that she needed space, our daughter's bedroom, for her art studio. I couldn't believe it. I told my wife if her hobby was more important than our daughter, then she should be the one looking for rent. However, she took it as I was saying that she needed to move out, but that's not how I meant it. I was implying for her to rent more space for her studio and leave our daughter alone. She didn't believe that's actually what I meant, and then she gave me the silent treatment for 3 days. Holy.
Communicating. Not great.
Yeah, what? I couldn't even imagine a scenario where we didn't talk for 3 days.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. God damn. Our daughter, however, was still upset as she was processing her mother wanting her out. She realized moving into a rental meant she had to leave her 2 cats behind.
Why?
I guess, well, some places don't allow
I guess
cats.
so, but she could look for one that does.
Yeah. I mean, true.
Anyways, keep going.
But I mean, there's a potential that she has to leave her cats, I guess. She's had these cats since she was a young child, and that alone devastated her. She told me, I don't want to turn 18. I don't want to celebrate my birthday. I picked the argument back up with my wife at that point. I said our daughter isn't moving out until she decides on her own terms because she is more important than you or your hobby. She looked stunned, and maybe in the heat of the moment I didn't choose my words correctly. I couldn't bear to see our daughter upset anymore. I don't want her struggling to make ends meet and not be able to follow her dreams. The last thing I want for her is to feel rushed. As far as my wife goes, she's not talking to me at all, and she's been cold towards our daughter. So am I the asshole?
No. Your wife is a little bit, but there's like a happy medium in here. Like, it kind of was weird to me that it's like she hasn't had a job. She's turning 18.
That is weird.
Like, I get it. Like, there's different circumstances. Maybe she needed help at home. I don't know. But it is like, that's a responsibility that I think helps kids grow up and learn how to be an adult and like the different things. So I get the mom pushing her to get a job as she's turning 18. Because I mean, that's crazy. I had a job. My first job, I think I was 14.
Yeah.
And so it's just like even part-time, why wouldn't you want a job? You're saving money for yourself anyways. But so I get that. And I get the mom like saying like, you need to live your own life, like kind of thing like that. Yeah. So, I mean, she didn't handle it well. Like, you don't pressure your kid to move out unless you're like, I don't know, like literally 35 and you're lazy and you're not wanting to do anything. But like this economy is crazy with costs. So maybe she needs to save. She should get a job, live with her parents for a bit, save money, and then go out. Like, that's your happy medium. Yeah. And the parent, I think personally, parents should always like, I don't know, welcome their kids back. Like, if a kid needs help, the kid needs help.
Yeah.
Like,
and God knows I moved back with my parents
same
many
during
times.
COVID. Yeah, absolutely. And like, I think at that point, yes, you should be contributing to meals and things like that.
Yeah, rent or something like that. Yeah.
Like, not as much. But I think the dad was an asshole for saying you're not as important as her. Like, that slipped out. Yeah. I think that's the issue. And I also think this is coming from his side for him to say like, oh, she mentioned once about her hobby. Like, for all we know, she was saying all these arguments and then she like was getting so heated up that she was like, I was going to put my art studio in there. And he was just like, oh my, like snagged on that one, was like, wow, you want your art studio here. That's why you want her out. You know what I mean?
But I still think that's an asshole move.
No, absolutely. Like, to even like mention that. Yeah. But I think there's got to be more to it than that. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like,
yeah, I think it's a weird scenario. Like, I can't.
Yeah, why haven't they communicated at all?
That's what I mean. Like, it just seems like they're not talking at all. Like, to have that discussion with your daughter without consulting like your partner first.
Yeah,
like that's weird.
Bizarre to me. Absolutely.
And then, like, I think his heart is in the right place, and like he's thinking further into the future.
Yeah, yeah.
Where he's like, yeah, we're just gonna throw her out, and then she's gonna be, you know, like poverty basically.
Yeah,
like,
and that's not like your parents should help. They plan it. They maybe your plan, maybe not plan, but you're trying to provide for your children. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think like she needs to get a job, but like don't kick her out. And also, then that's not a safe space for your daughter anymore. Like if you kick her out, then she probably doesn't feel like she can like come back if she needs help. So she's gonna maybe turn to other things, or you know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe something not as safe. And so I think like the mom is more of the asshole, obviously, but like, and the dad isn't, but it's just like a weird situation. Yeah. That's like very like, why aren't you communicating about this? And like, yeah, I don't know.
I think like, I also think it's weird that she sprung it on her like a month before her birthday.
Yeah, that's
weird, right? Yeah. Like I would be like, oh, a lead up of a few months or a year or something like that. Maybe
she thought she was. It doesn't sound like she's going away to school, so I don't know, but it doesn't sound like it.
Well, that's fine.
But yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. But maybe the mom thought she would, and so then she's now home.
But then it'd be like, okay, well, you get a job first, and then you can still stay at home, but at least you're working towards your future or something like that. Whether like, because if she doesn't have a job at all and she's not going to school, then it's like, okay, I understand where the mom's coming from, where it's like, okay, you need to start saving and building a future, but she's also not going to be able to save or build a future if she's living paycheck to paycheck on minimum
100%.
wage.
Like I would not have saved as much money if I wasn't living at my parents for a bit during COVID and stuff. And so I think like the scenario should have been like, oh, once you turn 18, please start looking for a job.
Yeah.
End of story.
I agree.
Like, and you can stay here and we love you
Yeah.
and all this stuff. So that's my opinion.
And then if it's like, okay, if you don't get a job, we're going to start charging your rent anyway.
Yeah.
Or we're going to, do something
and like
to
give people time. Like it's like hard. It's hard to get like a good job nowadays. And like, it's hard to pay rent. The cat thing was a weird throw in.
Yeah,
I get it. You're gonna miss your pets, but you could definitely find this.
Listen, with every Am I the Asshole story, there's always a weird detail where I'm like, I don't know if that was needed.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I think he's an asshole for saying that.
Yes.
But I think his intentions are correct.
I agree.
And I mean, if the mother's true intention is, I want my daughter to start working and like getting into this, like building towards her future, then she's also correct. But if she's just like, I want her out so I can have an art studio, that's pretty shitty.
That is really shitty. That is really shitty.
So I think going forward, they have to communicate. They have to talk.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue here.
And then just...
These are big decisions.
Yeah, like it seems like they're just not on the same page with parenting-wise. Like it almost seems like they're divorced and they're just like...
Yeah, and just like deciding things
talking
for the
through the daughter.
Yeah,
It's weird.
exactly. That's 100% it.
Yeah, so sit down, have a conversation with your partner, and then have maybe a family conversation where all of you sit down and discuss the future.
Yeah, I agree.
And I mean, yeah, that's a lot of pressure on your daughter to decide everything right now. So I'm gonna say not the asshole, kind of shitty saying that out loud, but overall his heart's in the right place.
Not the asshole. Like obviously I wouldn't want to hear from you like you're not as important. But
right.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And the mother I'll hold judgment on just because
we don't know her side.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty shitty if she was like, I need you out for my art studio. Like, obviously that's bad. That's not a good mom.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
But okay, well, we'll move on to our next listener submitted from our subreddit again. Once again, that's r/Reddit on Wiki.
Very nice.
Always be plugging.
Wait, were they listener submitted ones?
No. This was a cross post from Am I the Asshole. Sorry, I should have clarified.
I'm like, oh my god, am I talking about listeners? I take it all back.
Shitting.
Everyone's good.
No, these are both cross posts.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone has posted a personal story.
Fair.
Am I the asshole anyway? I can't remember, but
Okay.
so this one comes from listener user/turtles can fly 7.
Oh, I wish they could.
I mean, if you're in the water and you look
That's
up
true,
above and you see them, kind of looks like they fly. And it is titled, Am I the Asshole for Starting a House Project Without Discussing It With My Wife? So, like how I built this brick wall in our house without talking to you.
Or how you bought a TV without talking to me.
I did do that.
Oh my god, I literally just came home and we like the TV the day before had like not stopped working properly. It wasn't like dead yet. And we're like thinking like
how am I supposed to watch She-Hulk twerk?
Yeah. All we had talked about was like, oh, I wonder if it'll like if we should get it fixed, whatever. We'll figure it out. And the next day, it was like after Prime Day. It was during the Amazon Prime Day. And the next day, we're like eating dinner, and he's like, oh, this is like I ordered us water bottles or whatever. And he was like showing me his Amazon list. I ordered this, I ordered that. I ordered a TV, and I was like, what? I was like, that's a big purchase. That's something that we need to talk about, not like you just like ordering things. Anyways,
I mean, I was kind of an asshole, but like my thought process was like, oh, it was my TV that broke.
Yeah, because I was like, I can't afford a TV right now, so I'm not paying for it.
So I was like, I'll just buy a new TV to replace my old TV. I didn't even think, but that's fair. That's my bad. But now we have a TV that works.
Yeah, we do, so thankful.
It all worked out.
Yeah.
So sorry. This is Am I the Asshole for starting a house project without discussing it with my wife? Would you clarify that as an asshole move?
Depends what the house project is.
Okay. Oh, looking for the details. I like that. Okay. So my wife, Amy, 27 female, and I, 27 male, have a spare room in our home. We've gone back and forth since we moved in 2+ years ago about what we wanted to do with it. But we never took the initiative to actually implement any of these plans. We already had a sufficient number of guest rooms and an office, so the room just sits there. Holy shit.
Wow,
how many rooms do you have?
I love that.
It just sat there unutilized. I'm not worried about it, but my wife brings it up now and then. These mentions are just of the unused room itself, not anything concrete she actually wants to use it for. I made a new friend, Ben, 30 male, about 8 months ago, and it was very much one of those we connected from the very first time we spoke to each other situations. I don't know how to make friends that quickly.
Well, can't really.
Well,
I like making
you
friends.
are very good at making friends. I've actually never had that many close male friends, so this connection is especially important to me. The conversations flowed so easily, we had loads in common. I didn't think such a huge amount of genuine love and respect for a person could develop in less than a year, but it's been very cool to experience that and get to know him. Good for you guys.
Nice. Yeah.
One of the things that we bonded over was a similar love for art and music. Ben is way, way more talented than I am when it comes to painting, but it's something we both enjoy. His birthday is coming up soon, and so I thought, on top of what else I was getting him, I could turn the spare room into something similar to an art studio for both of us to use. I already ordered a few things for it and was getting ready to jump into painting the walls when my wife came in and demanded to know what I was doing. I explained that I was finally fixing up the spare room. She said that it was unacceptable I had done this without confirming with her that it was okay, but I didn't think I would need to since it's been 2 years and the room has basically never been touched. So am I the asshole?
I mean, yes.
I was gonna say kind of, yeah.
You're like, it's coming from a place of good heart, so you're not an asshole, but like, yeah, you absolutely need to talk to about your wife with that. Even if you like have talked about it and like plans haven't happened, it's like, it's a room in a house that you guys are both paying for. Yeah, and sharing. Like, you need to, you could do like that's ridiculous. You need to like talk together and figure out what you want that room to be used. Even like hey, this is what I'm thinking of. I would really, really like it. Like,
that's kind of what I did for this. I was like, I kind of want to build a studio down in the,
and I was like,
in the
whatever,
basement.
sure.
You're like, we have a huge basement. It doesn't matter. So
exactly. So like, talk to your like, that's weird too, that you just go ahead and do it as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice that you're kind of like, oh, this is something we could do together as friends. But also, like, it'd be the same if I had transformed the basement into like a bowling alley.
Yeah, and it also is like that happening one day. I'm coming home and I'm like, whoa. Like,
it's a little less than that because I feel at art studio you can quickly just hold
and I mean, it seemed like he was just starting, so he probably like literally was like just like, okay, like obviously she noticed right away. So
kind of the asshole.
I'd say so
but
as well.
It's not the end of the world. Like,
no,
you
can figure this out.
You haven't even started yet. So,
exactly.
You can talk to her, and then if she says no, then you're back
compromise on what you want it
empty
to be.
space, meditation room.
Yeah,
yoga.
And like, you have to compromise on what it is, unless one of you already has a room to yourself. Like, then switch. Yeah, you know what I mean. But no, you need to figure
at least a conversation at minimum.
Yeah, 100%.
So kind of the asshole, and just talk to your partners, people. What is
that's like the
come on
the number one advice I feel like for all of these: communicate.
Communication is key. All right, well, with that, we're gonna hit a quick break.
Nice.
Listen to some sponsors.
Wow.
I don't know who they are at this point.
Oh,
because it's weeks ahead now. And I'm
sponsor our trip to Greece. Okay, we'll already be back.
We'll be back by then, but pay us in advance. But stay tuned and we'll be right back. All right, we are back, killing it with these relationship. We're doing more relationship advice stuff really than am I the asshole. That's kind of our forte, I guess.
Yeah, well, we're so good at being in a relationship.
At being in a relationship. I can't wait till John's wife comes on. That's going to be a great episode.
Oh, yeah. She seems funny.
Yeah. And I feel she's got a lot of dirt on John that I want to ask. So I'm super excited about that. So this next one is listener submitted, and I believe it came in via email. So we'll see if you call them an asshole.
Okay.
Sean will be pissed if this is the first asshole.
The asshole.
So am I the asshole for refusing to send my father pictures of his grandchildren?
Okay. Interesting. We'll see.
All right. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean,
time will tell.
Off the title sounds like an asshole, but details. If Sean was here, he'd guess what was going to come up. He's really good at it now.
Well, I have no idea. I'm not really good at it.
Well, that's when you replace Sean. That's something you'll have to bring.
I'll work on it.
So my dad loves receiving pictures of his grandchildren or children. Of all my siblings, I, 29 female, am currently the only one who has kids, so I get a lot of requests for pictures. My son, 3, looks somewhat androgynous, partially due to his hair, which is absolutely gorgeous. I keep his hair long because 1, I love it, and 2, he doesn't sit still long enough for haircuts. Fair enough. It doesn't bother me when people are confused whether he's a boy or a girl, but the fact that he has long hair really annoys my dad. He often makes comments like, when are you going to cut his hair? And he looks like a girl. I laughed it off for a while or just tried saying, I love his hair like this, but he kept making comments. One day, I got fed up, and on our family group chat, I told him that if he kept making comments about my son's hair, I would no longer send him pictures of my son. How often is he doing this?
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, is it every picture?
time?
He's like, cut his hair. That would be annoying.
No, I doubt it's every picture.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying that. I mean, even more than like a few times and you ask him to stop.
Absolutely.
I think it would be annoying. My dad loves to get the last word in, so he made another comment. I don't even remember what it was. I removed myself from the family group chat, and everyone can see that you left. My dad sent me a text saying that I should stop being so sensitive, and that's just how he is, and I need to put up with it. So I am tired of putting up with it. So does that make me the asshole?
No, you're not the asshole.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. The only thing that I would say on your end that maybe you could have done better is like you were saying that he continued making it comments and you were laughing them off. So you weren't really addressing it. And then when you addressed it, you were aggressive about it. You were like, I'm not going to send you any more pictures. You keep making those comments. There was no, hey, I really don't appreciate making you these comments. Do you think you can stop? It went from 0 to 100 because in your mind, you've been putting up with these comments for so long and you keep getting frustrated, but you have never voiced that to him.
That's fair.
So that's like the only thing that I would say, like maybe you should have approached it a bit better. I'm not saying those comments were okay at all, but you never said that until it was like, hey, stop, or I'm stop sending pictures.
That's true. Yeah. Like we don't know if there was a buildup or anything, or if it was just like, well, it sounds like from what she's telling, it was like, oh, I laughed it off. And then, yeah, you're right. Like she was like, that's it. Like I've had enough, which I do. I let stuff build up.
Yeah.
I'm just
which
like,
you shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't absolutely do that. That's a flaw on my part. And I need to get therapy.
Yeah.
Cue that.
But yeah, no, like I think like, yeah, like a kid, he's a kid. You shouldn't be commenting on his appearance at all, really. No. And yeah, so if you've asked him to stop, then he should stop. And like who cares if a kid has long hair or not? Like it does not matter at all. So I mean, it's your every right. It's your kid. It's your pictures of your kid. You have every right to do what you think is the best, for sure.
And I think the last thing I would say is the end part where he said like, stop being so sensitive, that's just how he is.
Yeah,
that's pretty shitty. Like,
yeah, that is shitty.
I hate people like that. They're like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
I'm
it's
a bitch. If you hate it, then that's on you. It's like, no, that's
100%.
a you problem.
I 100% agree. Like just because you're mean doesn't mean, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, just because that's your personality
doesn't mean everyone has to
I just
love
have
it.
a rough personality and like I just always say what I mean. It's like, okay, but maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, maybe don't have that personality.
Maybe people don't enjoy that.
Yeah. So no, I 100% agree with that. Like, yeah, he needs to obviously learn, to how to act, and that's another conversation, a community to have. Yep. So I think maybe try having a conversation with your dad about how it makes you feel, and how like whatever, and how it could make your son feel growing up. Like being if the son gets to an age where he's going to start remembering this stuff. Yeah. And grandpa says and it's like, oh, like grandpa doesn't like my hair or whatever. It's like, then that's going to ruin your relationship. Yeah. And I mean, it sounds like if it keeps like going like that and you're going to stop sending pictures, like, are you going to let them hang out in person? So it's like, maybe this could ruin more. So,
well, I think this is like a pretty low bar of not sending pictures anymore. Like that's something where he can be like, okay, I fucked up. Yeah. Like I'm not getting pictures anymore. I will stop. And then maybe you can go back to that. Yeah. And it's not like you have to keep them from seeing each other, like you said. But yeah, definitely have a conversation about it and just explain more why like it makes you feel uncomfortable and why you don't want your son treated like that. Basically.
And if he calls you sensitive again, and then that's the line, and it says like I'm not, then
in the end it's your kid.
You can decide what you want to do. It's your decision. Like we're talking about it here, but it's like literally your child, so you have every right to do whatever you want.
You also never have to send pictures of your child if you want to. Like,
even just for funsies. I don't want to send pictures of my kids anymore. Whatever.
It's completely okay. So not the asshole. Your dad is pretty asshole-ish, I'd say, but it's not the end of the world. Hopefully he can, get over himself and realize that he's being the dick.
Hopefully, yeah.
All right, so We've got a bit of a long one here. Not long, but like it's an Am I the Asshole with an update.
Oh, okay.
So
Sounds good.
this one I found myself. Thank you. I did one research this
Wow,
episode.
you're doing amazing.
And it was just as hard as the other ones. I went to Reddit and I searched.
Oh my goodness.
No, so this one is titled, Am I the Asshole for being upset that my wealthy boyfriend got me a cheap gift?
Ooh, yes.
Oh.
But I don't know.
Wait,
I need
she is an
more
asshole?
information. Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
I need more information.
Yeah, I think assuming a good gift is coming is kind of shitty.
I mean, I guess, but like, if it's my birthday, I'm assuming you're getting me a gift.
Oh, well, yeah. But like, well, yeah, you're right. Yeah. So he's the asshole is what you're saying, sorry. Or she's the asshole.
Because she was assuming that it would be like an expensive gift.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was going to get to, but I
but then you're just a gift. I was like, well, I mean,
my bad.
yes.
Yeah. It's late. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll jump into it, get the context, and then we'll get to the update.
Okay.
We'll get to the verdict, and then we'll do the update.
Wow.
So, my 21-year-old female boyfriend, 21-year-old male, comes from a wealthy family, and I am from a middle-class family. His family went on a shout out middle class. Let's go, baby. His family went on a cruise, and all of the siblings and their significant others came along. I was happy to be there and was very grateful that his parents invited me. At one point, everyone was sitting down together, and my boyfriend started bringing out gifts. His parents and siblings and their significant others got things like watches, dresses, fine wines, and other clearly expensive things. When he got to me, he gave me one of those plastic bracelets with their company name on it. You can get those at the company main headquarters for free.
Wait, why is the boyfriend giving people gifts right now?
I don't know.
Is it just a random?
Is this a rich person thing where you just give gifts at random points for holidays?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's weird.
Wait, is it a holiday?
They're going on a vacation.
Oh,
Like on a yacht
so
or
you're
something.
getting me gifts from Greece no, just kidding.
The gift is Greece.
Yeah. Hey, I paid for the
You
Greece
did.
as well, so yeah.
These matching shirts that
Yeah,
you
wow.
got us.
Yeah, that I also paid for. Anyways, keep going.
Yeah, so I don't know if this is just a rich person thing where you give gifts on a vacation cruise.
Interesting. Keep going.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
know.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
know. Might never know.
Yeah.
So I was a little taken aback and a little embarrassed, but I didn't want to be rude. Everyone was kind of looking at me in that way that they were both amused and also pitiful. I didn't want to complain, so I said thanks and moved on. When I got inside, I asked my boyfriend what that was about, and he just told me to be grateful and stop complaining because he always gets me nice gifts. Which is true. I just stopped pushing it because I felt like I was being selfish there, and he did have a good point. I feel like what he did was very degrading. He could have gotten me no gift at all, and that would have been less humiliating. I feel like trash for feeling this way, but he's always been mindful, and I don't understand why he did that. It made me feel cheap in front of everyone. I don't know. Am I the asshole for feeling this way and even bringing it up?
No, this is bizarre because, like, if it was your birthday and he got you a company bracelet, like, obviously, even then, it's like, that's a little shitty too.
Yeah.
If you're on a trip and he gets you that and it was just you, like, that was the whole situation. It was you, him, and his family. And he was like, here's this bracelet. And there's no other guest. That'd be like, yeah, you're accepting that. Not being like, I wish I
Yeah.
got something more. But the fact, like, if it's true that he got literally everyone else expensive things
Yeah.
and was giving them out and making a show of it and then gave you that, like, yeah, that would make me feel a little weird too. Like,
Yeah.
and uncomfortable.
It'd be funny if it was like a prank.
A joke, absolutely. And I guess especially if he does get you nice things and stuff like that, then yeah, like, you don't really have a right to come. It's like you shouldn't expect nice things from anyone. Like,
Yeah.
or like, you also don't know, like, it's so hard because I'm like, you don't know what his
We're not
financial,
rich
or
enough
do
to understand
or do you,
this.
like, like, it's like, oh, well, maybe he's trying to save money or like stuff.
But
or
he
like,
got everyone
maybe
fine
you're trying
wines
to be more
and
sentimental.
watches.
But it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you've got all that. And then that's not really even a sentimental gift either. If it was like a
Yeah.
handmade card and you were like, oh, I'm just upset because everyone got expensive things and I just got like a cute card. It's like, well, no, then you're an asshole because
Yeah.
he's trying to be sweet. But it's like, this is random.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm
It's not
very
even, like-
excited for the update. Like, why?
It's not even like a knick-knack from like
Yeah,
the
like what
gift
was
store
his
or something.
reasoning is what I would need to know. I
Yeah.
think because he is right to say like, oh, I get you nice things. Like, why are you being like, absolutely, like you shouldn't expect someone to give you wealthy gifts just because they have in the past or because they're wealthy.
Right.
But like it was a weird situation to give everyone else expensive gifts and be like, ha, here, unless it was a joke. I don't know. Yeah.
But it didn't seem like a joke. 'Cause he was like,
No.
"Don't be rude" or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, that's
Like,
weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. I would say you're not the asshole for feeling that way because yeah, it is such a weird gift. But like if he
Yeah.
had gotten you nothing and then was like, but it's weird to give gifts. That's where I'm at. I'm
it
like,
is, yeah.
there's no like it doesn't say whether it's like for a family event. But even
Yeah.
then, why would you get like? Is it Christmas? I don't understand. It's very very weird.
Yeah, like she didn't even dress it. She's like, at one point, everyone was sitting down, and my boy, then
You
my
just
boy-
get
and
gifts?
then my boyfriend started giving out the gifts, and it's like, what do you mean?
Like it's one thing to get your significant other like flowers
Yeah.
randomly, but to buy your entire family presents on a
and
cruise,
dresses,
like where?
and like watches.
What?
Like also why? Okay. Anyways, I just
Are you
wouldn't-
dating
I
Jeff
wouldn't know.
Bezos's kid?
I
Like
wouldn't know. Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm so
Yeah.
confused. I don't think you're the asshole because it is weird, but the whole situation, like you said,
Yeah.
is very
Very-
weird.
yeah.
So I don't understand. Let's move on to the update and
Okay, I'm
see
excited.
what they say. So update here. Hey everyone. Thanks for all your comments and theories. Some of them made me cry, some of them made me laugh, and some of them made me angry and confused. All of them helped me gain the confidence to talk to my boyfriend about the situation. I straight up asked him about what went through his mind when he did that. I told him I've been thinking about it ever since we came back from the trip. Why was he even giving us our gifts? Why did he give me that, and why did he think it was okay? Actually, no one here guessed it right, and neither did I. He was giving out gifts because he wanted to give me a big gift, and I was supposed to be the last one. He actually had managed to set up a day with me and this adorable cat that I follow on TikTok.
Mm.
That's hilarious. This owner lives close to the harbor where we'd be stopping, and I love this cat since 2020 when we first started dating. I still stalk the page regularly. But the owner had backed out last minute, even after charging a shit ton. We were supposed to meet up soon, but now he didn't have a gift for me and basically got scammed. He said what he did was stupid and just took a bracelet out at the last minute to save face, but he realizes now it was stupid. LOL. As for his comment, he apologized and he said he had no excuse. He said he was more angry with himself and the cat owner and took it out on me. I understood and forgave him because it was out of character, and I know he just wanted to do something nice for me. All's well that ends well, guys. We're moving past this. Sucks that I can't meet the little kitty, but this is a story I'll remember forever.
Okay, so it sounds like this must have been like a holiday trip.
It has
Like
to be,
over
right?
Christmas, because she said like,
She still never addressed the gift giving.
yeah, well, no, it said though,
Did it?
He was giving out gifts because he wanted to give me a big gift.
But it still doesn't
I don't
address
know.
the situation.
I think
Let's-
it must be like they're on a cruise over like December.
Yeah, for our sanity, let's just
I have to
assume
see
that.
Assume that. And okay, like that. This all makes sense. I would have never expected that at
No,
all.
the TikTok cat was wild.
No, but why didn't he just say it? That like this is what happened.
It was us, and it was Ringo the one.
Oh my god, no! Why wouldn't he just say, "Hey, I wanted to do this for you," and then it fell through?
I guess he wanted to. Yeah, well, she said it was out of character, so maybe he just was like in his own feelings and just
Yeah.
took it. Like,
I mean, that's fair. But why even ask? Why not tell her after? Like, it sounds like it's been a while, and then she
Yeah.
like, brought it up.
maybe he forgot. To be
Yeah.
honest, like you would go on vacation and then like afterwards, maybe he's not thinking about it,
Maybe.
or he was still trying to. It sounded like he was still trying to plan
Yeah.
to schedule a time with the cat.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just a situation where he was like, okay, this will happen eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would explain it absolutely right after, where I'd be like, okay, here's what the plan was.
Yeah.
This
Like,
fell through.
yeah.
I feel really shitty. I'm sorry about the bracelet. It was supposed to be like a joke.
Yeah.
And then you get the cat after, or like the day after, or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, and I mean, he apologized, and like she said it's out of character. So I mean,
I think it's all good. Yeah.
it's
like,
all good.
I mean, on
He
her
was
part,
kinda
it's
shitty.
like, yeah, don't be like, I mean, that's hard because it's like, maybe she shouldn't be expecting wealthy gifts, but it sounds like she gets them a lot.
Yeah. So I don't feel
Maybe
too
you should
bad.
expect them. I don't know.
I don't feel too bad for her,
Yeah.
but like, I don't know.
I know it's weird that she said like, sucks I can't meet the little kitty, but oh well, it's a story. It's like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It sucks. Like,
I don't
sorry,
know.
but it's not
I guess
the
you'll
worst.
get a gift next week.
Yeah.
Some dress and fine wine, I
Yeah.
guess. So, no one's the asshole.
No one's the
Kinda.
asshole. The cat owner who scammed them is the
That's true.
asshole.
That's true. Kind of shitty.
That is shitty.
Would love their ad so we can tag them in this.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, okay. I guess he's an asshole for not explaining it sooner.
Yeah,
I'll
not
say that.
communicating.
But apologizing and making everything right after. I think.
Yeah,
I think we're all
that's
good.
good.
I think
yeah,
we're all good.
I agree, 100%. Especially if that's not his usual character. So
Yeah, exactly. All right, that is it for this episode. What did you guys think? Were these people assholes, or were they just not?
or were we the asshole?
Or were we the assholes for deeming that dogs can't go into weddings?
No, I didn't. I don't.
Oh, that was in the
actually mean that.
Patreon exclusive, so no one else heard that.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to hear why Sienna hates dogs,
No, I don't. Dogs can be in weddings. It's fine as long as you're not marrying the dog.
yes,
Yeah.
just throwing you under the bus.
Yeah. Thank you.
After the page.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments on YouTube, on our website, or we are now doing every episode that comes out, we're doing like a thread in our Reddit, a subreddit.
I've never seen your subreddit.
Okay. Well, I'm just
Yeah,
explaining
okay, cool.
general public that you can go there and discuss it in the subreddit. So if you want to like,
No, leave them on YouTube comments because I actually see those.
okay, fair enough.
TikTok's too much, too many comments.
Sienna?
Can't get through them.
I'm gonna be honest.
YouTube, I can get through them.
I'm gonna be honest. Sienna probably sees more comments than I do.
I like looking.
Yeah, Sienna goes through like TikTok, YouTube, and she scrolls and she's like, "Oh, you haven't responded to this person," and
yeah.
I'll be like,
Well, sometimes like there'll be people commenting and it'll be really nice. I'll be like, you responded to other people. Why didn't you respond to this person? And obviously it's just like that person commented later, so you weren't like
I get busy and then I
responding. Yeah.
forget. And then,
But I'm
yeah.
like, well, respond to them then.
But I'm also like, I have two co-hosts that
Yeah.
don't either.
yeah.
So call John and Sean out
No, never.
as the real anti-heroes, villains of this
No.
tale you're spinning.
No.
But yeah, if you want Sienna to see your comments, YouTube. If you want to discuss more in
Mhm.
depth, you can go to subreddit r/Reddit on Wiki or our Discord. Links to everything in our show notes as always. If you want to hear the last two stories, you can go to patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. Sign up like Sienna,
Yeah.
or I guess she's under
Ringo.
Ringo. So and sign up to get those two bonus stories that we talked about. And don't forget, you can submit your own Am I the Asshole stories on our subreddit,
Right.
r/Reddit on Wiki, or you can send it to us on our email, redditonwikipod@gmail.com. So thank you, Sienna, for coming on today. Is there anything you wanted to go out on? Still haven't brought up Sienna, Sangria with Sienna.
Oh yeah, I'd love to get that started. Summer was busy. Fall is also going to be busy.
We have an editor now.
Yeah.
Shout out Christina.
Very nice. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
It has taken a lot
Yeah.
off my plate.
Yeah.
So
Usually, sometimes
thank
Josh
God.
is literally like, I go to bed so early. It's past my bedtime. It's 9:15 p.m.
yeah.
And I'll be like, Josh won't come to bed until like 2 a.m. some nights because he's editing, which
Yeah.
is just
Was.
not feasible for life.
Yeah. Was.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
Was. No,
Thank
you're right.
God.
I'd like to go out on not Sia in Greece.
See you in Greece. We are
Peace
pretty.
out. I'll be in Greece. Yeah.
But it's after we get back from Greece, so we
Yeah.
have seen Greece.
Yes.
That's the saying we're going out on.
Sure.
Thank you, Wikimaniacs, for another amazing episode, and we will see you Monday, hopefully with the entire crew. If not,
Oh yeah, because
I might not be here because I will actually be away next week. Now that I think about it, so see John and Sean on Monday.
Nice.
Bye.
Bye.
Expert in fucking I don't know.
Great power. For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.